Hi, I am Shinoy. Welcome to my channel Excel Simplified. In today's video, I am going to show you clever mouse tricks to select similar cells or rows in a pivot table and apply specific color, font or any other formatting options. For example, we can give yellow background color to specific months in a pivot table, which will display all appearances of that month in the pivot table under various years in the same color. We can show all months in a specific font, background and foreground color. It is possible to show all years and totals against it with a different background or foreground colors and font. We can also show all quarters in a different font and color with totals against it in a different color and font. We'll be using this pivot table which I generated from this row data. So here I can highlight specific customer or multiple customers in a different font or color. Say I want to highlight all appearances of North Networks in a different background color or foreground color or font. I have to click on this one of the cells showing North Networks. So now notice the mouse pointer shape. So it is a cross. So now I am hovering my mouse gradually to the left. See, the mouse pointer will change shape all of a sudden. See, now it changed shape from a cross to a black arrow pointing towards the right. So at this point, click left mouse. So it selected this row. It also selected all appearances of North Networks in this pivot table. So I will scroll down. You can see. So now all North Networks rows are selected. Now I can apply any kind of formatting, like I can change to Arial rounded empty. I can change the background color to yellow. I can make it bold. I can change the color to blue. See, I'll scroll down. So it highlighted all rows showing North Networks. So if my focus is on a specific customer, I can highlight all entries of North Networks in this pivot table so that I can compare sum of revenues in various months for that specific customer. So this August there is no entry for North Network, so it hasn't highlighted. So now I'll do an undo by pressing Ctrl Z. Now suppose I want to highlight multiple customers. So I will click on North Networks. I'll hover the mouse to the left. Click the left mouse. So if I want to select North Networks, Sona Pharma and Trio Software, which are in the adjacent rows. So pressing down Shift, I will go to Trio Software row and click the left mouse. So now it selected 3 customers. So I'll release Shift key and mouse. Now it selected North Network, Sona Pharma, Trio Software. It will select the same 3 customers in all months. See, here it is not adjacent rows, but still it selected. See, it selected North Network, Trio Software. It doesn't have Sona Pharma. So all these 3 customers will be selected. Now I can apply colors using this. I'll apply this color. I'll make it bold. I'll change color to red. See, it started showing North Networks, Sona Pharma, Trio Software rows in a different font and color. See, throughout this pivot. So if you want to, so I'll do an undo first. So if you want to select, so now I showed you how to select the consecutive rows. So suppose you want to select customers which are not adjacent to each other, which are not close to each other. So let's click on Crompton Petroleum and hover the mouse to the left. When the mouse pointer changes shape, click left mouse. Now I want to also select F2 autos. So I will go to F2 autos row. Then instead of shift, press down control key and then click the left mouse. So it selected Crompton Petroleum, and after Xcon, I don't want Xcon. So I move to the third row after Crompton Petroleum and press down control key and then click the left mouse. So it selected Crompton Petroleum and F2 autos. It didn't select Xcon. So let us see how the selection is appearing for other months. F2 autos data is only there in February. F2 autos or data is there in February. Crompton and F2 autos are there in April. So like that, it selected all these two customers in the entire pivot table. See. So now I can apply any kind of formatting. Say I want to highlight this in a specific color and to make it bold, show it in this color. So it highlighted those specific customers like this. Do undo, Control Z. So now I'll show you how to select just the labels, not the values for North Networks. So I'll click on North Networks. I will hover the mouse to the left. The mouse pointer changes to arrow pointing rightwards. I click on left mouse. It will select all North Networks rows, but it has selected both label as well as the value. Suppose I don't want to format the values. I want to format only the labels. So for that, you have to go to Pivot Table Analyze in the menu. Click on Pivot Table Analyze. Go to this Actions group. There is a Select drop down. It shows various options, labels and values. That is what it has selected now. We can select only values or only labels. So I want to select only labels. So click on these labels. So it selected only North Networks, the label. Now I will go to Home tab. I will highlight the cells in yellow color, make it bold, show it in blue color. See, all North Networks rows are shown in a different color and foreground color and background color. It didn't select the values. So I can apply formatting only to the labels. So do an undo. So now I want to apply formatting only to the values, not the label. So I will click on North Networks, hover the mouse. When the mouse pointer changes, click on left mouse. Now it selected all rows of North Networks. I will go to Pivot Table Analyze menu. Do a select drop down. I will click on values. Now it has selected only the values of North Networks under various months. So now I'll go to Home tab. I'll click on yellow, highlight, blue, make it bold. I can change the font to see. Now it is showing all sum of revenue values for North Networks in a different font, color, foreground and background color. See. Now I am switching over to a different pivot table. I generated this pivot table from the same row data. So my objective is to highlight or format all months in this pivot table in a specific color. So I click on this January, one of the cells showing the months. So look at the mouse pointer shape. I am gradually hover the mouse towards the top border of the cell. So it changed shape to and a black arrow pointing downwards. At this point, click on left mouse. So it selected all months. So now I can apply any kind of formatting to the selected cells. Suppose I want to format values also along with the months. The same way I'll go to Pivot Table Analyze, go to the Actions group, click on Select drop down, Labels and Values. Now it's selected the months as well as the values against it. Now I'll go to Home tab. I'll click on color. I'll give this color. Click on foreground color. I'll give a blue color. See, so all months and its corresponding values are formatted. Now I'll do an undo. Pressing Ctrl Z. Now I want to format the year labels in a specific color and font. So for that, I will click on this year 2018 and I will hover the mouse to the top border. So the mouse pointer changes shape to a black arrow pointing downwards. I click left mouse. So it selected all years in this pivot table. So 2018, 2019. If we had 2020, it would have selected that also. So it has selected just these 2 years. Now, if I want to format the totals printed against these years, then I have to go to pivot table analyze, actions group, click select drop down, labels and values. So now it selected years and its totals. Now I will go to Home tab. Now I will change the font to Bernard Empty Condensed. I'll give you a blue color. I'll give you a highlight. See, so the year labels and totals are formatted in a different font and different background color and foreground color. So now I want to format the quarter labels in a different color. So I'll click on quarter cell, hover the mouse. Now it is a cross mouse pointer. Hover the mouse to the top border, it changes shape to a black arrow pointing downwards. Click left mouse. Now it has selected all quarters. It has selected all quarters. So now I will select a different font. I'll give a different background color. Yellow. I'll give. So now the formatting got applied on all quarter labels. So now I want to give a different font and color to the values printed against quarter. So now all quarters are selected. I'll go to pivot table analyze. I'll click on and the actions group, click on select drop down. I'll click on values. Now it selected only values against the quarter labels. It didn't highlight the quarter labels. Now go here. I'll change to Arial black. I'll give the same yellow background. See the same red. So now the font for quarter is different and font for its values are different. Background color and foreground colors are same.
That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you find the information I shared useful, please like and share the video with your friends. If you did not like the video, please let me know the reasons through comments. Also, please feel free to give improvement suggestions in the comment section. That will help me create better videos in future. Thank you once again.